First, the top news headlines. Chief Minister N. Biren chairs meeting to set up 5 hygienic slaughterhouses, 8 water ATMs in state. Manipur among states which receive outstanding performance during COVID-19 award, says Health Director Dr. K. Raju. Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the MAMI TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA. RIAMEI. Chief Minister N. Biren chaired a meeting to discuss the setting up of 5 slaughterhouses in 5 districts and water ATMs in 8 districts of the state, with 60% of state budget out of Northeastern Council budget for financial year 2020-2021. According to media reports, the slaughterhouses will be built in Ukhrul, Churachandpur, Senapati, Imphal East and Imphal West districts with a budget of 9.90 crore rupees. These slaughterhouses will be monitored by veterinary doctors and check whether the animals are free of diseases. Meanwhile, a budget of 4.22 crore rupees has been approved for the water ATMs to be built in Imphal East, Imphal West, Bisnupur, Thoubal, Senapati, Kakching, Chandel and Kangpokpi districts. The ATMs will provide safe drinking water automatically after inserting money in the machine. However, the exact locations for ATMs have not been identified. A budget of 6.15 crore rupees have been approved for watershed management at Tengnopal, Kamjong, Kangpokpi, Ferzol, Ukhrul, Jiribam, Kakching, Imphal East, Imphal West, Thoubal and Bisnupur district to provide source of income for the people of the district, report said. Manipur is among the states which have received the outstanding performance during COVID-19 award. This was informed by Director of Health Services Dr. K. Raju. Dr. K. Raju was speaking at the capping lamp lighting and taking ceremony of 20th batch of ANM FHW of Female Health Workers Training School at GM Hall today. Speaking further, Dr. K. Raju said Manipur was among the select states to be conferred the award in recognition of the role of doctors and nurses during the COVID-19 crisis. Although doctors monitor their patients, it is the nurses who take care and attend to the patient all round the clock, he said. Stating that the present government has been giving extra focus on the health sector. He said nurses are even providing healthcare services to people at their doorsteps under the CM's Health for All scheme, encouraging the students who have completed ANM courses to discard the idea that they won't get job opportunities. Dr. K. Raju informed that steps are on to open various institutions. The institutions will facilitate all nursing staffs, including ANM and GNM, he said, stating that the nursing staff at 424 sub-centers under the Family Welfare Department are all ANM posts. He said many ANM will be recruited for the district hospitals and sub-centers to be established shortly.
COVID ki matamda ekoi yam phajana thabak tawminai RDWC one of the biggest COVID care center in India da habiya masi 600 bed ni masai da mani MS hoina mane MS oibsu aina suggestion tobni aina MS oibi hoina government da propose torga ma oibni ado yam phajana magi aina khangba khar lei masi leadership quality khar leiba aduna mana phajana function tawduna 600 bedded COVID care center se yam phajana function tawki koi marakta complaint sam budi lerga su complaint leitabadi yaroi adi yam phajana COVID ke matamda this sahi sam gi manung dam tam thokba COVID se mastai da mana khwai chawba India ma kum da khwai chawba COVID care center ne bamse
Additional Director of Family Welfare Department, Dr. N.D. Mao, Registrar of Manipur Nursing Council, T.H. Chanandarani, Principal of GNM School Churachandpur, N. Tangbi, and Nursing Superintendent Jenims M. Jibalanta were among those who attended the program. More than 900 people were killed and hundreds were injured after an earthquake of magnitude 6.1 struck Afghanistan early today. The death toll is likely to rise as the information trickled in from remote mountain villages. Maulvi Sarafuddin Muslim, Deputy Minister of State for Disaster Management, said at least 920 people were killed and 610 injured in last night's quake in several provinces. He also called for international assistance to address the plight of the victims. The earthquake, which struck about 44 kilometers, 27 miles from the city of Khost near the Pakistani border, was the deadliest since 2002, the U.S. Geological Survey (USGC) said. It is reported that houses reduced to rubble and bodies covered in blankets on the ground. Recalling the horror, a resident of the Afghan capital Kabul said strong and long jolts occurred. The disaster came at a time when Afghanistan has been reeling under a severe economic crisis since the Taliban took over the country in August. Shaking was felt by about 119 million people in Pakistan, Afghanistan and India, the EMSC said on Twitter, but there were no immediate reports of damage or casualties in Pakistan. Family members and JAC against the death of Arambam Nanau have claimed the mortal remains of the goldsmith who died on May 2 at his residence at Sagolban, Kangabam Lekai after he was assaulted and tortured by a team of Imphal Police Station from Reams Morgue today. The body was claimed this morning at 10 a.m. by the family members and members of the JAC. Speaking to media persons, convener of the JAC, C.H. Iboyaima, said SI Jitendra arrested Nanau from his home and later brought him home. He collapsed shortly after talking to his family members and later died before reaching the hospital. The family took Nanau's lifeless body today after the government assured JAC and his family to punish SI Jitendra and provide a suitable job to Nanau's wife. Iboyaima appealed to the people working in law and police department to show that rule of law prevails in the state by setting Nanau's death as an example.
Hokhiba Megi Tang Anida, Upon Police Station Gi, SI Jitendra na, Pijan Set Pakambu, Amalaga Mayum de Pakra Matunda, Nuntilda, Police Station de Mayum de Tinjala Matunda, Imu Manungi Mamang Maktada, Minute Karawaris Ham Matunda, Haidipan Nawasi, one Tarakaki Letterak Pani, Rakan Abangam Hospital Yogana Sigibani, Asigumba, SI Jitendagi, Tamtira Bamibu, all Matunda, Mayum de Tinjalaga, Atumlaba Misi, Sigimayokta. JSina Chief Minister da hanjan na kaya rakanda demand kaya piki ba dun maram oiraga akoina hachi bakchang ase ngasi laugna lakpani
angang ahum dagi yokna na bagi damakta mama da magi chana ma thamam ma piki ni hana se ma khada ta pire adu loina na Jitendra bel piki ro hana hai pire yam ma police dagi jo khoina yam ne full support to wi re yam harawe sen du se yam harawe ya bibi teman dengan Syiza jadi login lainnya abang dia nak mesti nak cabut nungsi bina nak justice pangat ni hai bagi mau cari pengam nama lagi.
A large number of people of Jiribam district staged protest demonstration at Uchathol Lamlong Market against the failure of the government to repair roads passing through Harinagar in the district. The sit-in was jointly organized by UPC Uchathol, MCH Harinagar, YLL Lamlen Kun and MBC Mahikulen. The protesters also submitted a memorandum to Works Minister through DC Jiribam District, W. Malem Nganba. The memorandum warned of launching intense agitation if the deplorable condition of roads on National Highway number 37 passing through Bidyanagar, Harinagar, Lamlen Kun and Uchathol are not repaired at the earliest. Speaking to media persons, leader of Uchathol Meira Paibi, P.H. Montessori, said the roads of Uchathol, Harinagar and Mahikulent are rendered unmotorable during the rainy season because of the deplorable condition of the roads. The condition of the roads leading to helipad, district hospital, sports complex, complex, and schools have caused immense difficulties and inconveniences to the people and students of the district, terming it unfortunate that the repeated appeal of the people to repair the roads fell on deaf ear. Montessori warned of launching intense agitation if their demands are not translated into action at the earliest.
Hariba uzathon sidagi tariba lambi asi helipad taribani aduga 50 bedded hospital taribani aduga sports complex tariba lambi asigumba lambi asida ana layengi damakta bazaar sing chattaba yadraba lambi ni passenger sing ne helipad na imphal ta pai wi damakta chattaba yadraba lambi ni do chhatra macha sing ne college chaliba school chaliba office chaliba baza khudimang na sigumba maru ba lambi asi paliba lenga ga sina ne sukta tabida ba se ma se khoi prajamya na thoi aduki mati nungai jade Masiga mari leina na ikhoina hokiba tang tara dagi tang si kunbaugi manungda nieng changbi wa haiba masima mari leina ba thum kaya ningsing ji khrabani adubu
MLA of Khangabok Assembly Constituency, Okram Surja Kumar, said violating media's rights and freedom of speech and opposition's right will not lead to good governance. He said this during a protest by Congress workers at Wangbal organized by Khangabok Block Congress Committee under the supervision of MPCC. Speaking on the sidelines of the protest, MLA Surja Kumar condemned the unreasonable charges against Congress leaders Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi by the Enforcement Directorate and unwanted behavior towards the opposition by the police. He demanded BJP to stop using police as a tool. A democratic country requires a strong opposition. However, Surja Kumar lambasted the BJP government at the center for lodging a FIR against opposition leaders and using BJP as a tool by the BJP.
Opposition ki right, democracy chat palibak sitati, media ki right, masigumba mayam sing se, right to speech, masigumba mayam sing se, namdhar pataragadi, afaba lenga ama, afaba sarkar ama, afaba country ama, afaba state ama, sungoy koibong amoy hai basimatandi, koi opposition ki maigai dagi, Congress ki party ki maigai dagi, masima koi appeal tausay, India ki mapang kudik makta yaning dawa pongtor iba mamangda farmers law upay later na hanjal lakriba masigumba mayam sing se masida afaba phataba mayam sing se opposition ki wata duna mayam ki wata duna toromagadi masi toromagadi masi akoi amuka repeal taw na hanjal ko changri mayam sing toromagadi.
A combined team of Bisnupur Commando and Nambol Police arrested 2 individuals along with 3 kg of opium near Laimaram Waroiching outpost last evening around 8:30 p.m. The arrested persons have been identified as Raju Batarai, age 27, son of Bisnu Baturai of New Kaital Manvi near ABI Chekon, and Kaihan Kipgen, age 47, son of late Tongkomang Kipgen of Koripok village. Kangmong Maning, according to police report, the team of Bisnupur Commando and Nambol Police under the Additional Superintendent of Police Operations, Bisnupur District, Roni Mayengbam, and Additional Superintendent of Police, Law and Order, Bisnupur District, Satyam Takhelambam, detained the 2 individuals near Laimaram Waroching outpost. They seized 3.3 kg of opium from them. The arrested persons along with the seized items were handed over to Nambol Police Station for further legal actions. The audition for Pride King and Queen Community Champion 2022 beauty pageant for transgender was held yesterday at Maipa venue at Palace Compound. Transgender Health and Wellness Center, Maruploy Foundation and iTech India will jointly organize a beauty pageant. Center coordinator of Maruploy Foundation, Bonita Pebam, said 18 transgender women and 8 trans men will take part in the mega event. The event will be held under the theme Solidarity Against the Social Injustice, generating awareness among the transgender people towards the betterment of the Manipuri society, Bonita said.
All the participants and contestants will sign a confidentiality policy and we will not have any bias to the participants. Bribery is strictly prohibited and harmful activities and rumors concerning the organizing committee will not be tolerated and we will take actions as per legal procedure. So this decision will be the final decision. Winners will be selected based on their performance and score mark, which is given by the jury.
Waikomani Girls College, Thoubal observed the 8th International Yoga Day yesterday at the indoor hall of the college. The observance was held under the theme Yoga for Humanity. Principal of the college, Professor H. Manoranjan Sarma, Vice Principal Dr. S. Shyamkum Kiran, teaching and non-teaching staff and students of the college attended the observance. Now we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Welcome you all to UNACO Residential School at Chanung, Imphal East. An exclusive co-education residential school located on a sprawling 50-acre campus will be affiliated to CBSE New Delhi. First academic session will begin in April 2023 for classes 4 to 8. Hurry up for registration.
Admission open, admission open. Manipur International University, Gari Awang Lekai Airport Road, Imphal West. Undergraduate ki oina makata pizariba course sing tamnabagi khudung jaba pizari. UGC na sakanglaba University asida highly qualified oiraba faculty members singna tongan department takpigani amadi advanced computer lab, smart classroom, oriental library ki facility fangbat natana attractive scholarship unique course ki khudung jaba su pizari. Chalibachai asigi August tagi session hauzaragani maram aduna akupa marogi damak makhada pizariba helpline number asida contact tawbiu. Manipur International University, Gari Awang Lekai, Imphal West.
Welcome back. The central government has provided round-the-clock jet category armed security cover by Central Reserve Police Force (CRPF) personnel to NBA presidential candidate Draupadi Murmu, officials said today. The CRPF has provided the security to Murmu from today morning following orders received from the Ministry of Home Affairs on Tuesday evening. The move comes a day after the BJP named former Jharkhand governor Draupadi Murmu as a ruling National Democratic Alliance presidential candidate on Tuesday. If elected, the 64-year-old leader from Odisha will be the first tribal and the second woman to become the president of India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will pay a 3-day visit to Germany and the United Arab Emirates beginning Sunday. The Ministry of External Affairs (MEA) said PM Modi will visit Germany from June 26 to June 27 to attend the G7 summit. It said PM Modi will travel to the UAE from Germany on June 28. After attending the G7 summit, the Prime Minister will be traveling to United Arab Emirates (UAE) on June 28 to pay his personal condolences on the passing away of Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the former UAE president and Abu Dhabi ruler, the MEA said. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi today alleged that the centre was weakening the army through the Agnipath scheme and said Prime Minister Narendra Modi will have to withdraw the military recruitment initiative, just like the farm laws were rolled back. The former Congress chief also thanked party workers for their support during his questioning by the Enforcement Directorate in the National Herald case and said he was not alone during the questioning, but all those fighting for democracy were with him. The biggest issue in the country is of jobs, and the government has broken the spine of the country by harming small and medium businesses, Gandhi said, addressing Congress parliamentarians and legislators from across the country who converged at the party headquarters in Delhi to express solidarity with him after he was questioned by the ED. He alleged Prime Minister Modi has handed the country to three industrialists, and now the last resort of jobs in the army has also been closed. He also added that they used to talk of one rank, one pension, and now they have come up with no rank, no pension. Assam Congress unit slammed Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma for indulging in providing royal hospitality to MLAs of Maharashtra when the state is reeling under devastating floods. Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma stepped into the Maharashtra political crisis when he visited the hotel hosting the rebel MLAs. Sarma, who was taking stock of the flood relief camps in Assam on Tuesday evening, was seen checking into the Radisson Blu in Guwahati, and his convoy was seen exiting early in the morning before the rebel Sena MLAs arrived. Reacting to the development, Assam Congress President Bhupen Bora said, ignoring 54 lakh flood-ravaged people, Assam Chief Minister is busy providing royal hospitality to MLAs of Maharashtra. Bora said 88 people in the state have lost their lives since April last night till this latest devastating flood. But CM failed to bring a central minister to take stock of the flood situation at a complex, distress and crisis time of the state, miserably failed to convince central government to release sufficient fund to handle and address the ravaged flood situation. Meanwhile, the flood situation in Assam further worsened with 7 more deaths, including 3 children, on Tuesday. The toll in floods and landslide has reached 88 and more than 55 lakh people have been affected in 32 districts. More than 26 lakh people have been displaced from their homes and are currently staying in 862 relief camps. India reported 12,249 fresh COVID-19 cases with 13 deaths in the last 24 hours. This pushed its infection tally to more than 4.33 crore, while the daily positivity rate went past 4% after 130 days, according to Union Health Ministry data. The death count climbed to 5.24 lakh with the new fatalities. The number of active cases increased to 81,687, the data updated stated. The daily positivity rate was also recorded at percent, and the weekly positivity rate at 2.62%. The active cases comprise 0.19% of the total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate was recorded at 98.60%. Meanwhile, the number of people who have recuperated from the disease surged to 4.27 crore. On the other hand, 196.45 crore COVID-19 vaccine doses have been administered in the country under the nationwide inoculation drive. Before we end the bulletin, let's look at the top news headlines once again. Meeting to set up 5 hygienic slaughterhouses, 8 water ATMs in state. Manipur among states which receive outstanding performance during COVID-19 awards, says Health Director Dr. K. Raju. At least 920 killed, over 600 injured as 6.1 magnitude quake jolts Afghanistan, toll expected to rise. With that, it's a wrap for this evening news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening. Nirma Computer Academy and Human Technologies. Admission open for 1-year diploma in computer application, DCA, PGDCA and CCC. Certified by NILIT and NCPUL, Ministry of Education, Government of India. Free soft skills spoken English class and scholarship facilities are also available. Prospectus and registration forms are available at Nirma Computer Academy, All Lambuland near GP Women College, and Human Technologies, Kwakaitel Bazaar, Imphal near Traffic Point. For more details, please contact 878-758-3445. Welcome to Manipur International University. Admission opened for undergraduate program. MIU is an UGC recognized. MIU has a team of highly qualified and experienced faculty manning various departments that are equipped with advanced computer lab, smart classrooms and oriental library. They also provide attractive scholarships and offered unique courses. Classes will be starting from August 2022. Manipur International University, Gari Awang Lekai, near HRD Academy. Helpline numbers 889-978-8788. Manipur International University, success guaranteed.